What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the FUT Draft National Challenge. Today it is Argentina against Italy. AA9 skills is Argentina, I am Italy. And in the last episode I got nil point. 0 points in the last episode. I don't know what AA's got. I'm recording this in advance because I'm going to Gamescom next week from you watching this. Maybe this week that you're watching this. I can't remember exactly. So I need to record ahead. So I don't know where he's at right now. I know that I'm far behind because I got 0 points in episode 3. Nothing less than 21 points from this episode and the next episode will be good enough to give myself any fighting chance. So hopefully we can get a draft win here today. I have to take every Italian, AA has to take every Argentinian. I cannot take Argentinians. Might prove a little bit difficult for me to build a super team without having the likes of Messi and Di Maria or Higuain, etc., in the team, Dybala et al. But with that being said, dudes, thank you for the incredible support. If you could drop another thumbs up on the video, it would be very much appreciated. If you want to check out AA9 skills, link is in the description below. We have been smashing well in excess of 10,000 likes on pretty much every episode of this mini-series, so let's try and keep that up. So I have to take Italians. Fortunately, there are no Italians here, and that's fortunate because I want 99 Ronaldo, because he is the best, he is the GOAT. Now, I'm happy to take Italians. We've got one incredible substitute. What can't I take? Argentinians I can't take. Do I want Lacazette, or do I want Lukaku? 4-star, 4-star. 4-star, 3-star. 6'3" for Lukaku. Let's take him. Let's go Premier League. I suppose if Calcio does show up, I'll go for it. We'll take Enrique here. We can't take Lopez here because he's Argentinian. So we'll take the Spanish. We're yet to get an Italian. I don't think there was an Italian there. God, I hope not. We can't take Banega. I'm going to take Mkhitaryan here. What a card that is for Mkhitaryan as well. We'll take Henrik Mkhitaryan as our 4th pick. Next up, I wouldn't mind some Italians though. Game, like, at least make it a little bit interesting for me. We're going to take Sami Khedira. I do want Calcio 8 players. I know this team is a bit mismatched so far. Just have faith. There we go. Bonaventura. Oh, man. Could you imagine Modric and Ronaldo? No, we have to take Bonaventura. We're going to pop him there. I'm going to swap them two around. And that is going to be great. There's our first Italian. More of the same, please. Let's get a legend in there as well. There is Motta, another Italian. He works out well. Gets Bonaventura up to 7 chemistry. Can we get an Abate here? Would be nice. No, we do get Hector Bellerin though. We do also get Valencia, who gets that strong link to Mkhitaryan, which I'm going to take. Because then even if I don't use Lukaku, Mkhitaryan will still get 6 chemistry as a cam. Next up, no Italians again. And we're going to take Jan Vertonghen here. This draft is kind of picking itself, dudes. Premier League is where we're at. Oh, team of the season, Chiellini. Let's go. That's a huge pull. Now if we swap these two around, we only gain 1 extra chemistry. But we gain some extra chemistry. And now if we swap these two around, no. Never mind. Yo, I wouldn't mind. Who's a good, like, Crescito in form would be nice here. No Italian. Ooh. Patrice Evra is just a smart choice, isn't he? Just because he gets that strong link into Chiellini, he gives him perfect chemistry. Buffon would be ideal here as well. No Buffon. We could take Carnesis. Gets that soft link in there. That's not bad, dudes. Other than Motta causing a few issues, we get a huge chem boost there as well. Yeah, other than, not even Motta now. Motta's on 7. We're looking at Vertonghen causing some issues. And the left striker causing some issues. Other than that, this team is solid. And we've so far got, what, 3, maybe 4 Italians? What can't I take? I can't take Argentinian. We do have a Calcio Calhanoglu here. I don't need him, nor do I want him. Let's take Larson for the substitute. He's basically Cristiano Ronaldo anyway. Next up, no Italians here. Quadrado, for the same reason as the other player that I just didn't take, it just doesn't work. Wayne Rooney might be alright. How would I work Wayne Rooney in? I'd have to play Bonaventura up front off chem. Or I could take Eden Hazard as a super sub, which is what I'm going to do. Or I could put Eden Hazard up here and we'd actually gain chemistry because Lukaku goes up to 10 chemistry, which is perfect. And Enrique gets off, and we don't go La Liga anymore. So it's Premier League and Calcio A, which is where we are going. There is another Italian that we must take, and we will throw him in at that left forward spot, which gives us even more chemistry. Not ideal so far, but the more Calcio A players now, the better. I don't mind getting rid of that Premier League quartet that I've got. No Italians there. Can't take Aguero. Could take Neymar as another sub. Imagine having Neymar, Hazard and Ronaldo as your subs. All left wings, sure, I get it. Could take Torre, but we can't use him really anyway, so that doesn't matter. Let's take Neymar. 95 Neymar in there, and very nice indeed. Next up, can't take Salvio. Don't care about Danny Rose. Suppose I'll take Bojan. Why not? The Stoke City. Wow, Stoke are going to have Bojan and Hesse in FIFA 18. That'd be pretty cool. Come on, give me Buffon. There is one Italian. There's two Italians. There's no third Italian, but Consigli there is going to give us a nice little chem boost of 3, because he's now going to get a perfect chem link in there. Ooh, another Italian. I prefer that to Alonso. We'll pop him in there. Boom. We'll swap these two around. That team is really nice. I quite like that. I'm feeling this so far, dudes. As long as we don't get screwed for chemistry here or somewhere or there or everywhere. Koulibaly. Ooh. Now Koulibaly goes in instead of him. And Koulibaly goes in there. That is very nice. I need to get rid of Mkhitaryan and the striker. That is much better for chemistry. How about... Ooh, what if we do that? No, we lose 6 chemistry there. I like that. Defense, perfect. Midfield, basically perfect. Motta needs 2 links, probably won't get it. Would have been nice if we got... If I can get a PSG striker, a Cavani would be pretty damn good. Bruma... No Italians here, so we'll take... Sure, why not take another left-hand side player? That's our, what, 1, 2, 3, 4... That's our 5th left wing. 6th left wing with Mertens. Why not? Just take all the left wings. Why not give us a right wing, EA? Oh man, Dybala would be so perfect. He would be so perfect. And we can't use him. Vidal would be a good sub. De Bruyne would be a good sub. De Bruyne would be a good sub. We're not going to be able to get the perfect team. I'm going to take... Going to take Vidal. 1 less pace, 1 less shooting, 5 less passing, 3 less dribbling, 6 more physical, loads more defending. We're going to take him because Motta, with that 41 pace, might be a dude that comes off. And then last but not least, we are... There's Hesse, speak of the devil. We're going to take Balde Diao. I don't know if we can use him to get better chemistry. Do I have any other Calcio A players? I don't. Let me sort the bench out. I do have a Calcio A player actually. I have Carnesis. That takes us from 88 to 82. Yeah, I'm not gonna be playing a goalkeeper. Not today, guys. Not today. Let's get him off the bench for Hazard. Our bench is pretty damn awesome. We took another left wing. How many left? I have 7 left wings in this team. That's pretty crazy. It's going to be a nice team. We'll take Balde Diao off for Larson there. So we literally have got Ronaldo, Larson, Bruma, Neymar and Hazard as great attacking options. Vertonghen and Vidal as great defensive options. Our team is alright. The only person on horrific chemistry is, of course, Insigne. And I can't really fix that. That keeps him on 2, doesn't change anything. Yeah, I can't really fix Insigne being on 2 chemistry. So all I can hope for really is a Calcio A or an Italian manager. We didn't get that. So I'll take the Premier League manager. He puts us to 90, 89, 89, 88, and 88. So we'll take Klopp. He'll take us up to 90 chemistry, 88 rated team. It's not a bad team. I don't know how good it's going to be. I don't know what we're going to do. I'm going to try my best, of course. I need wins. If I don't get to the final of this draft, we can scratch this series off and just pretty much assume that I'm probably going to lose it from here. This team isn't bad. The attack is decent. The defense is on great chemistry. We ended up with 6 Italians in the team. Not so bad at all. this is the end of the draft phase. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 189 team and a very, very good team indeed. Let me tell you something. There is 12 minutes of gameplay right here. And that is because there was just an incredible amount of goals in most of the games. Something I've never experienced before in draft. We start the draft off with an absolute thunderbolt from Romelu Lukaku, putting us 1-0 up in the first round. Of course, I need points, right? There's no two ways about it. I need points. After 3 episodes, AA9 Skills has 29 points. And I had 21 points after 3 episodes. So I'm 8 points behind. I needed a big result here. You can probably tell by the gameplay, by the length of the gameplay, that I made it all the way through to the final. So whether or not I won the final, we're yet to see. But you guys know full well I would have picked up at least 9 points. So I'm on at least 30 points at the end of this episode, and at most 33 points at the end of this episode. Whereas A9 Skills has 29 points with one draft in lieu, essentially. So all he would have to do is win 2 games maximum, 1 game minimum, to keep himself in the lead going into episode number 5. I hope he has another bad day. In the last draft, in last season, he lost in the first round in one of those drafts, and that is basically what won me the season. So it'd be hilarious if me losing in the first round is the thing that cost me season 2. Maybe we'll have to have a season 3 if I go on to lose to decide an overall outright winner. But hopefully he just messes up at some stage or another. So into game number 2, guys, and this is the first goal fest. We go 1-0 up and then eventually go 1-1 with Cristiano Ronaldo getting a header. Henrik Mkhitaryan here gets in behind into Motta into Lukaku. Lukaku finds a space, shoots and scores. And this team was playing really, really well. You know, obviously I'm here with I can't remember what nation team I'm here with, but I'm here with a national team, of course. Let me go and find out. I recorded this yesterday, so I can't remember specifically what I'm at. So I have got the Italians. Should have remembered that through Motta being there. But yeah, I've got the Italians in the team. We've got a lot of Italians. Sometimes it hampers you. Sometimes it's just fun to use the different players. And Motta there again coming up big, intercepting after going 2-2 down. Going back to 2-2. And Insigne, one of our 6 Italians on the team, picks up the ball and makes it 3-2. And at this point, I kind of took control of this game. Ball comes in again, cuts it back from Bonaventura. And there was Cristiano Ronaldo to make it 4-2. And from this point on, the goals just kept flowing and flowing. My man here scores an incredible goal with Giovinco. I didn't bring my keeper off the line either. Actually, the keeper had the ball in his hands. I tried to throw it. So I was at the top of the box to try and get that giant throw. I don't think the goalkeeper has the giant throw trait, so that was kind of a bit of a mistake. And Giovinco gets an epic looping shot all the way over the goalkeeper. But I hit back immediately again to restore that 2-goal advantage with a left foot shot from Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's my attack working wonders again. Henrik Mkhitaryan waiting for the runners. Eventually finds and threads it through to Ronaldo, who cuts that back all the way through to Eden Hazard to make it 6-3. And that's the 9th goal of this game. Only 3 goals in game number 1. 9 goals so far in this game, but it wasn't over yet. My opponent tried his best to make a comeback. He gets through again with Giovinco, hits that across the keeper. Keeper makes a save. Poor shot in the first place, poor save as well in the first place, but the rebound fell to Giovinco to make it 6-4. There was time for me to bag one more goal. He brings his keeper out, but then sends him back, so I just run in, and eventually slot that one home with Hazard to make it 7-4. So 11 goals in game number 2. We go through 7 goals to 4 against Reese. An absolutely epic battle, back and forth. Could have potentially gone either way. He created a lot of opportunities. And I was comfortable going into game number 3. I was playing good attacking FIFA, and I think that's the most important thing for me. And we came up against actually quite a weak team. I know he's got some decent cards in there. Alexis Sanchez, Hugo Lloris, Informed Company. But he's got some really basic players. Wilshere, Balassi, Antonio and Herrera. Monreal is not the best. Mane way off chem in there at that centre forward spot. I was hoping that I'd be able to capitalise on that lack of just general ability in this guy's team, and that's exactly what I was able to do. I walked all the way through with the midfielder, slotted it through to Henrik Mkhitaryan, and got the first goal on the board to make it 1-0. And from that moment on, the goals just kept flowing for me. A penalty up in the 34th minute. Lukaku slots that one, chips that to the right-hand side corner. All he had to do was probably step to the right, and Lloris might have saved it. But we get the goal that pops us 2-0 up, and I'm feeling so confident now, man. I'm like, yes, this is it. We are golden. We're going through to the final. We eventually get another goal, a third goal there with Insigne. Again, Romelu Lukaku threading him through. I was able to just really pick this guy apart. You know, he started panic defending. He wasn't like sliding or raging or anything like that at this stage. He was just generally not really defending very well. And a banging goal from Romelu Lukaku. That is exactly why we picked him and played him up front. A beautiful shot from deep, made it 4-0. And before the half was up, Lukaku got in behind again, squares that to Mkhitaryan, and he made it 5-0. So 5-0 out the half, but the goals are far from done. We were 7-4 in round 2, 3-0 in round 1, and this is a banging finish from Lukaku. I know he pulled his keeper off a little bit to try and put pressure on me, but my God, what a finish that was. And once again, at this stage, the silly celebrations come in, because this guy paused it all 3 times. He's now trying to foul me, and I don't understand the mentality of people, why they stay around at this stage. Look, I understand people just trying their best to stay in a game, but when you're purposely trying to foul and you're slide tackling and you're pumping your keeper out and stuff, you're not learning, and you're not going to get back into the game like that. Eventually, I got another goal though through it. We made it 8-0. There was still time for another goal with 5 minutes on the clock, and we did indeed make it 9-0. Mkhitaryan here, who was brilliant for us overall, threads it through to Insigne. Insigne squares it to Lukaku. Lukaku shoots and scores, and we get 9 goals on the board this time. So we've scored 19 goals in the first 3 games. However, we have also conceded 4 goals as well. So 23 goals in total in games 1, 2 and 3. And that sends us through to the final, which was just a battle of epic proportions. The final team that we come up against, you can see the scores on the screen right now, sending us through to the final. And the final team we come up against is not the greatest formation, but it is a solid team. Lacazette, Griezmann, Fekir, Matuidi, Dani Alves, Vertonghen and Alderweireld there in the centre of the park, both team of the season versions. He's got the 98 Neymar, Felipe Luis, and he's got an 85 Steve Mandanda, who had the game of his life. We start things off in this game actually going 1-0 down. A banging shot from Lacazette there. I thought I'd close him down well enough to get a block in, or to stop him from pushing in behind. But unfortunately, he hit a banging shot. But that kind of just helped tip the scales for me, actually. We end up playing a little bit more competent FIFA after that. I got in behind with Mkhitaryan here. Beautiful play. One more pass through to Insigne, who, even though he was only on 4 chemistry, I believe, he was still just great. So we go back to 1-1, and then the goal started flying in for me yet again. Romelu Lukaku here, beautiful little back heel to Sami Khedira, who threads that one through to Bonaventura, back into Sami Khedira. A beautiful finesse shot past the keeper to make it 2-1, and eventually we also made it 3-1. A free kick here on the edge of the box. You can see me select Romelu Lukaku. I put the ball on the 6-yard box. I make the run with Lukaku, chip it into him, and the defence had absolutely no chance. At 3-1, I thought it was going to be game over. I was playing really good FIFA. My opponent managed to see out the half, and I don't know what changes he made to his personnel in the second half, but he gets a bit of a lucky break there. I tackled him nicely. It fell straight back to him, and then the finesse shot from the top of the box made it 3-2, and he eventually made it 3-3 with 15 minutes to go. Ronaldo down the left-hand side again. I feel like I've got it covered quite well. He sends a ball to the back post, and unfortunately auto-switching switched me to the centre-back that I didn't want, so the AI wasn't controlling it, and I wasn't prepared to control it, and he gets Zubia with a header at the back post. Quite a nice finish, to be fair to him. So into extra time we go, guys. And again, a nice tackle there that the ref thought was a free kick. I disagree. And off that tackle, my opponent scored to make it 4-3, but there was still plenty more action in this game. I eventually made it 4-4 on the stroke of half-time in extra time. Cristiano Ronaldo has the pace and the smarts to beat Vertonghen, smashes it across goal. Mandanda made another one of his ridiculous saves, but fortunately enough, Vidal was there to tap that one home. And although it finished 4-4, it meant that we went to penalties. So a penalty shootout for 3 points in the draft. That's more important to me than any prize I could have got. We start off with Cristiano Ronaldo. Is it a good penalty? It isn't a good penalty. I missed it left. I don't really miss penalties usually, not missing the goal. Yep, sure, I get penalties saved quite a lot, but I don't particularly miss penalties. So I'm 1-0 down after 1 penalty. The pressure is now on me. My opponent has a huge advantage. Arturo Vidal slots that one down the middle to make it 1-1. And then Mane here shoots left. I dived right and it's 2-1 to my opponent. So I'm still under a lot of pressure here. Neymar steps up, pops that one to the right-hand side. Not a great penalty. If he just stepped to the side, he would have saved that. But it went in the back of the net. He then steps up with Cristiano Ronaldo himself. I dived. It went through the goalkeeper's legs. Very, very brutal. Could have saved that one. Could have kept myself in with a good chance. I then missed the next penalty with Romelu Lukaku. I'm 3-2 down. He just needs one goal. Can I save it? Yes, I can. He did the weakest penalty. I dived the right way anyway, so it didn't really make much of a difference. It was now a high-pressure situation for me. I scored my next penalty. He dived the right way, but the sidestep he took first off kind of ruined it for him. So again, a goal for him here, and it's all over. But I managed to save it yet again. So I've saved myself from 2 down, but then I went and missed the next penalty. Khedira takes it bottom right. Mandanda saves it. I need to save a 3rd consecutive penalty to stay in the game, and that's exactly what I did. A huge hand from Consigli there, keeping us at 3-3. I step up now with Patrice Evra. We go up 4-3. Now a save from me, and it is GG's. Can I get the ball? Can I save it? No, I can't. It's 4-4. Felipe Luis after 7 penalties each. I step up then with Koulibaly straight down the middle, underneath the keeper there, and into the back of the net at 5-4. My opponent has to score every single time that I score to stay in. Good penalty from him there to the right-hand side. I think even if I dived, I probably wouldn't have saved that. We step up with Chiellini. Chiellini puts it nicely into the bottom right-hand corner to put us 6-5 to the good. He steps up with Jan Vertonghen, and once again, I don't guess the correct way. I don't know why I'm diving. I don't usually dive. It's now 6-6. I step up with the next player. It's Maggio there. He slots that one home as well. This is just an epic, epic battle in the final. Dani Alves steps up for my opponent and he makes it 7-7. He's gone down the middle again. I really, really should have done better there. I step up with my goalkeeper, Consigli. He shoots and Mandanda saves it. So now he has a chance to win the game with Mandanda. Can I save it again and keep myself in the game? Not on this occasion. We end up losing in just one of the most incredible games of FIFA ever. I probably should have won the game in regular time. His keeper made just some ridiculous saves. It was quite open in terms of chances. 11 saves for his Mandanda though, and they were all just ridiculous saves. There were no saves that were from weak shots. It was all good shots, good shot placements. But unfortunately, I was unable to take my chances, and it cost me in the penalty shootout. That, though, guys, is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. So, guys, we end up losing just unbelievably in the final there. I'm so gutted I didn't win that game. I slaughtered that guy from start to finish. I know he had a lot of shots, and his looked like they were from good areas as well. But if I can, I'll put some stuff in the games from like some highlights. But I know the gameplay is going to be super, super long just because of the sheer volume of goals that were in this episode. 3 in the first, 11 in the second, 9 in the third, 8 in the fourth. And then a penalty shootout that went through 11 players as well. It's going to be a lot of gameplay. So I don't know if I'll put too many highlights in. But his Mandanda made just some of the most outrageous saves I have ever seen in FIFA in my life. Like, genuinely in my life. And I just can't believe it. I went 3-1 up. I went 1-0 down, an early goal. Pulled it back, was controlling the game, 3-1 up. Went 4-3 down in extra time. Pulled it back to 4-4. I saved 3 of his penalties in a row to get back on terms, and then I missed it with Consigli. And that was that. Just mad frustrated. I'm happy to get 9 points, but I did say to you guys, I think I need 9 and 12. I think I need 21 points from the last 2. So this is a good start, but that should have been a win. No question about it. That should have been a win. So I'm quite frustrated that we didn't get the 12 points off of that. So that puts us on 30 points, I think. 30 points from the first 4 episodes, which isn't the worst. We get a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack and a Premium Gold Players Pack. That's really bad. For losing in the final, a 15k pack and a 25k pack, that's pretty poor. I thought the prizes were better than that for losing in the final. This is something that I'd expect for losing in the semi-final, this sort of reward. But that's FIFA for you, isn't it? Not a lot you can do about the prizes. I hope they change stuff in FIFA 18. I hope the draft rewards are massively different, because this just wasn't, if this wasn't draft to glory, if this is like somebody at home has spent money to buy their FIFA points and this is what they get, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. With that being said though, dudes, 9 points. I don't know where AA is at this stage. I'll message him tonight and see how far he's got and what he's done, and so at the start of episode 5 I can be up to date with the point totals. I don't think I'm going to win this one. As I said, I think AA had 18 points after 2 episodes. So he just needs to get 12 points in the next 2 episodes to match me at 30 apiece. So that's basically, if he gets to the semi-final in one and the quarter-final in another, he's then in the lead. So the final game, the final episode 5 is going to be a huge importance to me to see if we can win this episode. But this is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.